Well, guys, um, so I just it's my brother Marcos, and I just wanted to, just want to have a little video with him, and actually, have a question I want to ask him. So first off, how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Wow, you're growing up too.
I'm like 15.
You're growing up. This guy's tall. He's actually taller than me. But I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
How is school and how is your social life? Like, what challenges basically do you face? I know as my age it's different, but I want to know your experience. Like, what challenges do you face, and how do you overcome that? Whatever you want to say.
Well, I mean, it's not really big of a challenge. I mean, I some people see it. They have their own views of it. Like, for example, like let's say school wise. I mean, everybody has their own view on it. But since I'm in a private school, I don't know how it is for public schools. But I mean, the way I'm taking it, it's not as difficult as you think. It's really just you paying attention and putting heart into it. Like if you're just those lady people don't want to do anything, it's just gonna like blow it off. I mean, it's really easy to be honest. If you just do your work, then I mean you're fine. I mean you don't want to do much, but the way I'm handling it, I just be calm about it. Like if I have to do like, oh, I have a whole project to do, is due tomorrow. I, think my way one step at a time. Because if you stress about it, it's just gonna blow up your whole mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just I just stay calm about it and just doing my own thing. I mean, just taking one step at a time, because if you put everything first because you have all this homework, you just got to be organized. If you're organized, you have everything planned out for the next day and everything, then you'll be straight for till everything's over. Socially, I mean, social life, I mean, this generation, it's really hard. It's hard to sometimes you find in the wrong crowd. But sometimes, there's times when some people are like lonely, and I mean, I understand that just because they don't fit in, but I mean, I don't really see it as a bad thing. I mean, I have a lot of friends and everything, but I mean, I don't put too much effort into trying to find a lot of friends and be like, yo, being in big crowds, I just really do my own thing, and people love me for that. I mean, like my friends accept me for what I do in my life. If I'm gonna be busy, projects and everything, and your friends are, oh, that's cool, it's fine. Like, you don't want people who take you away from your own goals in your life.
Okay.
You got to just stick with what you have. I mean, if you want to do this with your life, if your friends like, all right, cool, we'll be here for you if you need it. Social life now is just, you got to be updated on things. Sometimes some people, you just have to understand what people are going through, because sometimes some people just go through some things, and you don't want to be like interrupting them and giving them the wrong vibes and everything. But just being you is probably one of the big keys, because then that's what shows out what type of friends you would want, or people would come to you for who you are. Because if you're just not yourself and you put on a mask and like you're acting like a whole different person, people come to you. Then when you're yourself, they don't want to be there. You got to just be yourself. I mean, that's all I really got to say.
Okay. Well, that's really really nice, and yeah, I mean you do have a point. I mean this generation is different. I remember myself growing up I've been bullied growing up, and that's another reason why I was in martial arts, and just for self defense, But yeah, it's teenage life, beginning early 12, going up. The young teenagers go through a lot. They want to know what's you can say the question like the meaning to life. They ask themselves why they do certain things. It's just you want to know about the universe, but you do have a point. We all have to accept it sometimes, and we have our own ways. But that's also what I want to tell everybody that's watching, that gets a chance to watch this video, is you can do it. Put your heart to it. If you ever feel like you're down, you always have that one friend that's going to be there for you. Even your parents. People will say they don't have friends, but your parents are one of their best friends. Even if there's a point where someone says that not even my parents, I can't talk to them because of some problems. Sometimes you you can, if you go to church, there's people there that can help. And if you go, there's a youth group for young adults and young kids because of that. We want to help you throughout your life and guide you through. But I mean, you said it all, Marcos. And I mean, I notice, even you're my brother, I notice you're a dedicated, you're a hard worker. You push yourself to the extra limit, but you also have to know there's always a time to rest. So, people out there, I know you want to grind and make this bread. That's me too. But you don't want to overload yourself. Take it a step at a time. Like I always tell you, my brothers, is if you have all these goals or you have all these accomplishments that you want to do, take it step by step. For instance, let's say you want to, myself, buy a new pair of glasses, which I need. But at the same time, I want to pay off my car, or I want to buy a house. Try to go for the smallest goal possible, because accomplishing that first, it's gonna be a success, and it's gonna boost your excitement, and then you go to the next step, and then you make your way up. Well, I mean, that's all we have for today. But is there something you want to tell everybody or anything?
I mean, one thing I want to say that I've always heard is that self-discipline comes from the mastery of the mind. And technically saying that if you don't think of what you want to do, if you don't control the way you want to think, you won't control the way you will do. Just everything comes from your head. It's just, if you think you could do it, you could do it. I mean, there's nothing. You've seen so many things that are, people think that's impossible and actually comes true. But one thing that I was going to ask Tally is, like, on a to-do list, on things that you want to do the smallest thing first, would it be better to do the most important thing first, or the most, least, how to say, the fastest thing possible, or the most important thing?
That's a good question. Well, there's always the most important thing, and it also depends what the important thing is. You have to ask yourself, does it involve money? Does it involve time? There's the quickest thing possible too. Quickest thing possible could be making $100 by today, or that's the quickest thing possible. A goal, how to get that money quick, what you're gonna do, that's a goal. And then you have that the most important thing, like dedicating your time to a family member. So it depends on the situation. That's what I think. But it all depends on what's the most important thing. But you can ask yourself, yes, I can make $100 tonight or tomorrow, or depending, like selling something, or can I value my time right now, important to a family member, and help them out with something? That, if you don't need the money, you can wait. Because like you said, it's the fastest thing you can accomplish. But is it really that important? You can make those $100 another day, but do you have that time to help out that important person, for instance? So I mean, for me, it all depends. I mean, I don't know if that's it, or
I mean, like how Avicii always said, one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life that you will remember.
Yep, that is true. Live your day like if it's your last, and enjoy it. Well, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a great night. Later.
Right.